now a rather pleasant drive through the Spinifex up the Connie Sue Highway towards the Junction. We're going to camp tonight, and we're about to enter the Junction Nature Reserve. Junction Nature Reserve. Carry on to the Junction. What a beautiful afternoon and a very pretty drive. The Connie Sue Highway and the Neil Junction Nature Reserve for the last 50 k's in the Neil Junction. The Connie Sue and Anbidell Highway, Neil Junction.
We don't lose many k's according to the book in here.
Neil Junction, where the Connie Sue and Anbidell highways intersect, roughly 500 kilometres north of Cocklebiddy. We're camping here this evening. It's the 30th of July, Wednesday. In the distance is the campsite, underneath those beautiful spreading gums. Tents. We're going about to sit down and have a beer before dinner. Neil Junction. Everybody's starting to settle in for the evening. June and the crew getting the meal ready.
There. There's Trevor. There's Bob and Olive. There's Dave with his back to me. There's Celia. And that's Dorothy. Right, Ethel, we have been saving this up since the first day on the trip to use to cook onions in. Now,
on the avenue, Fifth Avenue.
Junction of the Anbidell and Connie Sue Highways. North-south, the Connie Sue Highway, Anbidell east-west. Lebanon is 240 miles west, South Australian border 220 miles east, Cooper Pedy 600 miles east, north to Warburton 203 miles, south to Rawlinna 220 miles. Roads made by the Gunbarrel Road Construction Party, Len Bedell Surveyor, Scotty Boord, Bulldozer and Grader Driver, Frank Quinn, Supply Driver, Paul Christensen was a cook. Anne and Connie Sue Bedell with Bonnie and Lassie the dogs, and Len Bedell put this plaque here August 16, 1962. 1st of July, just after 8 o'clock, breaking camp, Neil Junction, on our way north up the Connie Sue towards Warburton, and Bulldust tour convoy, all lined up ready to take off. And there's the marker, just to the right of June, which Len Bedell put there in the early 60s. So, K up the Connie Sue from Neil Junction, and we're crossing our first sandwich. Hard left into it.
Hard left at the bottom.
Up over the top. 15 cent. Hard left at the bottom. We haven't come. We've come over 2 small ridges. Here's the hard left at the bottom. First of the sand ridges on the section of the Connie Sue north of Neil Junction.
Found that sand hill yet, June?
What a delightful little
What was that, Chris?
interlude to rather a monotonous.
That's Dorothy. I said, did you, June, found that sand hill yet? Oh, yeah, with you, Dorothy? Yes, I'm over. Yes, not a problem.
Nice smooth gravel section. Hooting along around.
I'd like them a little bit better than that, though.
Obviously that sand hill wasn't the June's like, and it wasn't big enough. So, heading towards Warburton. Quite a nice patch of road. Plenty of marble gums either side. Very magnificent tree. We're all through this western desert area. Left-hander. Take what gear I am. Take my hand off and drop it in. There we go. As June said, the lightful section of the road. to come up to that corner, Christine. Your early warning, hopefully we won't do the same. You can see where they have swung out. It is a U-turn, June, be careful. Go down into third. Take it around. One over the top. Down the other.
Deepest apologies, Mr. Barnesby, when I said you told me there'd be sandhills on this trip. Well, there is, isn't there?
There is June, see?
This is June.
I did think that you were bulldusting.
You never bulldust on bulldust tours. There she goes. Ooh, it's a bit wet and slippery.
So wait till they're over, Gordon. She's soft acre.
We're up.
Tell me when she's ready and I'll go.
She's waiting, Doc.
From Junction. About 11:30. Friday morning. Still overcast. No rain. Sand ridges to the right, sand ridges in front, sand ridges to the
As you come out of that left-hand corner, be careful of the washaway in the track.
Thanks, Chris. We're moving into this left-hander now. Here's the washaway. Nasty little bloke. A little bit more around here too. We'll ride it. The left detour. Until it swings back onto the main eroded track. Continue on northwards past these couple of very colourful marble guns. Through the trees in front of us, through this rather eroded part of the highway. It's been very wet here, and somebody's come through and chewed it out when it's wet. Still water laying in the road. We've come through other areas of water this morning. They're very deep little holes, so you've got to slow down. Well, we're through that lot. Still on the Connie Highway inside of Hans Tabletop Mountain. A deep one. Very deep one. I'll sneak around it. Christine said that scrapes the bottom. Back into Hans Tabletop Mountain. Fascinating little escarpment. A little bit like Eagle Rock we saw when we were going through the Yanbadell. Fascinating rock formation. Something typical of what you see in Central Australia. Interesting rock formation. Lunchtime on Friday. Hans Tabletop Mountain on the Connie Sue. As I said, roughly 200 k's north of the Junction, 180 k's south of Warburton. The Connie Sue Highway, top mountain. Big cold. So we're looking into the sun.
How you going? I'll get this.
Another aspect of the view from Hans Tabletop Mountain. We parked for lunch. Country we just travelled through. Track in from the Connie Sue Highway. Looking out westward, southwest at the moment. Rain down south, you see the clouds. a latitude, we're on a similar latitude to Calbarry. Hans Tabletop Mountain, that's where we're going. Out through this way, I guess we'll swing north. Come around the northerly aspect from the top of Hans Tabletop Mountain, looking at other bluffs in the distance. There's obviously a range of these running through here. You could say typical of the desert region of Central Australia. Hans Tabletop Mountain. Hardly centred, the only place it grows is on Hans Tabletop Mountain. Beautiful, rich, deep burgundy and yellow flower. Very unique, very prolific amount of blossom. Top of the mountain, daylight coming up from the cave down in the middle of the view. Just alongside it, another hole. Water. We will call her Dorothy Tabletop. Here she comes, Christine Gondell. The descent, top of the mountain, down through this picturesque valley.
Where's the camera?
The neck and neck.
It's off the road, it's off the road, it's fine. Oh my God, it's raced us for the last 15 kilometres. Airfield should be on the left-hand side.
It's of August. It's about 7:15, just daylight. We broke camp early. We had a rather wet, miserable night. Not heavy rain, light sprinkling rain. This was a camp spot, getting a little bit soft and boggy. So we thought we'd get out and get up towards Warburton. About 80 k's to go. Windy, still spitting rain as it has all night. Nobody got really wet. I think everyone's quite happy to be packed up and ready to pull out. Camp 7 o'clock, we're winding our way out of the campsite back up onto the Connie Highway. Still spitting with rain. As we broke camp, we're looking back towards what's called Mackenzie's Gorge. Hard to see much in this rather misty, cloudy, wet morning. Down there, Mackenzie's Gorge over the escarpment. August, the spectacle on the upper end of the Connie Sue known as Mackenzie's Gorge. What a piteous and miserable morning it'll be. A breathtaking view looking back over those escarpments with the sun shining. There's a cave there on the left-hand part of the view. Mackenzie's Gorge, roughly 70 k's south of Warburton on the Connie Sue Highway. Connie Sue, as we wind our way north towards Warburton, 60 k's to go on this wet, miserable morning. Very more of this and everybody will be happy.
What looks like sand dunes, it says a little thing says solid rocks.
There's a solid rock here, or solid rock.
This is not too bad at all. It's pretty solid all the way out. The rest of the rocks.
Interesting one. All part of the Connie Sue. Interesting little drive. Been starting to throw the mud up. Stopped for some reason, must be a washaway. Oh yes, there's a big one. Back down into first. Getting wetter. And wetter. And wetter. Now stop raining. We've got about 30 odd k's to go to Warburton. And Connie Sue's much the same, going over these low sand ridges. Comes through odd areas of mud. A few holes filled with water. Nothing to impede our progress. And we're on the last section of the north. Nice straight sandy section. Christine and Trevor have made the most of it. Put the pedal to the metal and plough through. Mud on the Connie Sue, still raining a little. Had a few of these patches this morning. Here's June coming through. The last one, she went sideways into the bush on the left-hand side and Gordon went in on the right-hand side, or vice versa. Looks like they're coming through this one okay. Gordon's down in the mud. Here they come. All part of the Connie Sue. We've only got about... There she goes, sideways, good girl. Particularly for the camera, just for the camera. Covered up Gordon's dilemmas. Here comes Bob. He's taken the bush. No, he's in it. He's in it. We've got Leith coming through now. He's hanging in there. He's hanging in there. Yes, he's made it. Here comes Dave and Lou. Oh, he's in the burrow. He's not messing around. He's coming right through in the mud. That's the whole complement. We're all here now. Another very muddy section. Trouble with the camera here, but and it's raining. So I'll just get a little bit of Bob coming through before we take off again. There he is. He's coming sideways. Very interesting section. Very wet and slippery. We're going to have to keep going. At least going around the trees, not going to mess around. Here he comes. There's David coming through. Very muddy section of the Anbadell Highway, just south of Warburton. We've got a few miles to go, so we're going to have to keep going. It's very wet and slippery. Section of the Connie Sue, just before joining the Great Central Road.
So they actually stop just before the Warburton Road?
About a kilometre or so to go, I would think, before we catch up to Christine. Unless you don't do what I did, you run off the side of the road. So 6 days, 6 camps. We've negotiated the Connie Sue from Cocklebiddy to the Great Central Road, which will lead us the 5k's in the bush.
So they're probably really the team.
Christine's sitting up ahead waiting for us on the junction of the Great Central Road into Warburton and the northern end of the Connie Sue Highway. Great Central Road. Convoy, we come off the Connie Sue onto the Great Central Road. Sitting out to get on the good highway. End of the Connie Sue where it joins the Great Central Road, 5k south of Warburton. We've certainly had some mud fun this morning. Great Central Road leading into Warburton. In the rain. See some of the party coming up behind us. June, followed by Gordon. Bob in the distance. 3 camels. There they are.
Where are you, Bob?
look, there's some camels here. 2 camels in front of us.
There's 3 camels, one just out to the left.
Oh, on now, Chris.
Oh, yeah, look at it.
3 camels on the Great Central Road, 50 k's west of Giles.
Oh, there's today, got ya?
Now 3:30 West Central Western Time, and we're around about 20 k's to go to Giles, to Warwick.
Can you hear us all right, John?
Mountain range is the distance.
How far's Chrissy ahead?
100 yards.
Can you hear us, Christy?
I can, Gordon.
Oh, the radio's come good again.
Yeah, I couldn't hear you for a long time. It's the first time I've heard you since we left Warburton Roadhouse.
Come all the way from Connie Sue, some 90 odd k's south of Warburton to Giles, 235 k's east of Warburton. Great Central Road. A bit of mud, we're fortunate the rain eased as we're about to collect the wood.